What's going on, guys? This is Zach Colburn. I'm the CEO and founder of the Personal Trainers Business Incubator. I've been running this business for about 2.5 years now. We started this business in 2020. Our first year, I pretty much ran the business completely on my own. I did about $250,000 in sales, and that's cash collected, not revenue. Our second year, I had expanded to a little bit bigger of a team, but it was still pretty lean. We did about $750,000 in sales, cash collected, not revenue. And then this year, we're on track to clear 7 figures, which is pretty damn exciting. I feel like there's a lot of people who are going through life that are kind of misguided. They don't really know what the path is for them. And that was me for a very long time. I grew up in a very traditional family, go to school, get a degree, get a 9-to-5. And a lot of the people that I grew up with took that route. However, when I was growing up, I really didn't fit into that mold. I wasn't liked by my teachers. I wasn't liked by my coaches. And I had a really hard time fitting in underneath authority. And I thought I was destined for failure. I legitimately thought that I was doomed from the start. And I remember talking to my mom and having a serious conversation coming home from school, telling her look, I don't really care how much money I make. I don't really care what I do with my life. I just want to be happy. I didn't want to go down the path that was going to make me miserable, that I can see, 10, 15 years down the road. I just didn't want to go down that path, and I absolutely refused. And so that kind of pushed me into the entrepreneur world. And there's a couple other things that stood out to me from working for myself versus going down the traditional route. Truth be told, I was just lazy. I just didn't see the point in, doing the work that they wanted me to do, because I honestly saw it as a risk. For myself, I knew that I wasn't going to be competitive in the marketplace for job hires. I was building resumes and I was applying to colleges. And whenever I would apply to a college, I knew for a fact I'm going to pay $100. I'm going to waste an entire night writing an essay and I'm not going to get in. For me, I thought that was a wasted effort and I was just too lazy to do it. Instead of trying to take these steps and take this risk of putting in this time, energy, and effort to do something I knew wasn't going to work out, I was pushed into entrepreneurship. The real reason why I got into it was because I was just a little bit lazy and I knew it wasn't going to really work out for me. I just didn't see the point in putting in all this work to build out a resume, go apply to jobs just to be beaten out and take some job that I really didn't want to take. When I knew with that same time and energy, I can learn how to make money online, how to build a business. And that's pretty much where I got my start, was just reading books and watching YouTube videos. And that's still what I do to this day. Anytime that I feel curious about any specific topic, I literally just take it to YouTube and I will just go down a rabbit hole of how to do X, Y, and Z, and YouTube will literally teach you how to do anything. Going down that route, you could pretty much decide for yourself what paths that you want to take. You can go onto YouTube, you can find different career paths, you can find different entrepreneur paths and get experimental with yourself, get experimental with your interest, and figure out what's going to work best for you. For myself personally, I knew that fitness was a passion of mine and I knew that I can help people. And I also knew that I didn't have to go to school to build a business and become successful in fitness. What I did was, back when I was 16, I would just watch YouTube videos on how to become a personal trainer. I would learn absolutely everything I could about fitness and nutrition, and I would take that knowledge and then go get clients. So if you guys are feeling stuck and you guys aren't really sure what your path is going to be, just know that I was there in your shoes not too long ago. You guys don't have to take the traditional route. If you feel like there's something more that's calling you, listen to that and explore that with interest. And the thing is, you're probably not going to know the answer for sure. You're not going to have a knowing whether or not you're going to be successful. You have to get experimental. From the age of 18 to 22, I failed so many different businesses. I tried an Amazon FBA store. I tried to start a clothing line. I tried to start videography business. I tried to start online coaching multiple different times, and every single time they failed. But with every single one of those attempts, I learned what was for me and what was not for me. And I knew that every single time I failed forward, I was going to find the thing that was eventually going to click. And when it did, it was online coaching, it was fitness coaching. And that first business, we took it to over 6 figures, and I was pretty much living my dream from there. So just know that you guys can be successful outside of school. There is another path that doesn't fit into the 9-to-5 mold, and you guys aren't alone if you feeling like that traditional path isn't for you. It's not for everybody. And the other side thing is, business isn't for everybody either. We need people who are successful in business. We need people who are successful 9-to-5 workers. But I'm speaking to you. If you're here and you're wondering what your path is and you want to start a business, go after it, give it a go.